Alright, y'all, what's going on? It's Nap Time Builder here, and well, look, if you watched the last couple videos on the old Ford here, we've been getting her put all together, body panel wise, making sure everything fits right, everything's where it needs to be. Because very, very soon we'll be tearing this mug back apart. And I'll be trying to throw some black high build primer on her. I think that's what it is. Don't let me get the name wrong. Of course it ain't got a dadgum handle on it. Lord have mercy, let me grab this. There we go, like I said, some high build UK urethane primer, surface sealer, and in black. And there's the activator, of course. So really, really soon, that's what we're gonna be doing, okay? Taking this mug all the way back apart, back down to where it's just the cab on the daggum frame, okay? And then I bought a, what is it, a 10 by 30? I believe it is, 10 by 30 enclosed canopy. Now, I wanted one of those inflatable paint booths, you know, they look cool and all this. But I kept seeing where you really need some kind of support helping hold the top of it. Because if you leave that mug up for a while, because, you know, paint don't just dry in just a couple minutes. It needs to sit there. But I've seen horror stories of people letting them sit and everything. And then it just kind of falls in when it don't have support. I ain't trying to have all that. So with the canopy, it has a frame, and then the canopy tarp type stuff is over the frame. So I feel like that's a better option for me and my sanity, because if I was getting this mug where I thought it was supposed to be at, looking pretty good, primer up, and it not, oh my goodness, and it not be dry. Sorry, that Celsius is getting me. But, and get her primed and it still being wet and that mug fall in for it, I'd be wanting to burn the whole daggum thing down, okay? But, if you're a homeowner, you have a shop, you know, there's sometimes, I mean, sometimes you got to break away from the vehicles and take care of some other things. Which, these other things are still vehicle related. Don't get me wrong. Look, I got this big monstrosity of a mess over here. Them are just empty boxes from all the body panels. Garbage days today. I can't fit all them mugs in the garbage can. So I'm gonna end up having to burn them or something. But I just took them out here and strapped them to the back of the old truck here. That way they ain't taking up room in the shop. Then I got like a 71 Ranchero seat, a 55 F100 seat, and an 86 Ford Ranger seat over there. There's the front and rear end out of the 55. Then I got my 73 F350 and my 72 F100. She got scrap metal in the back of it. That way it ain't taking up my space here anymore. Daddy's tractor, we're still waiting on a dadgum, what's that thing? Stump jumper. Still waiting on the stump jumper. I've got to mow today. That takes out more time. Because it's going to start raining tonight, and this mug needs to be mowed before it starts raining again. I don't know about y'all, we ain't getting a lot of rain in North Alabama. Then another 72 F100. And see, it's starting to get grown up back here. There's my 71 Torino. That's my baby. I can't wait for that one. But I'm thinking about taking all this out from here. Thinking about taking all these vehicles out from here. That way I can take a chainsaw or whatever I need to do and clean up all this. Hopefully I got some spray after the fact. Clean this up real good, put them back. Maybe not the car. Might put the 2 trucks out front, back here, pull the car around. Because I'm thinking about the Torino being next after the 55. So I might just set it around here. Because at least one has to be around here anyways. So that's kind of what I'm working on today. I know this ain't we're getting work done on the 55 type of stuff, but at the same time, this stuff has to be done. And I mean, I wish all I had to do was just work on vehicles, but you know, you got to take care of everything else too. And also, you can't have dadgum trees growing up in your vehicles over there. I already pulled them bugs out of the weeds and stuff once. When I got them, I ain't trying to do it again. So that's what we're doing. I think we're about to start snatching some vehicles. First, I'm going to try to air up some tires though. So let's go see how that goes. All right, so first, that needs aired up. That looks pretty good. What's the other side look? Hopefully they're holding air because, oh yeah, they're holding air. That'd be good. And also, I got a bunch of junk right here. Golly, I forgot about them rocks. That sucks. I don't know. We may not move the International right now. May or may not. Not sure. But majority of this is probably just going to get piled in the back of the truck. So, yeah. Joy. And after we air this up, stuff in the back of the truck, move it, I guess we'll see if we can pull the car out without them trees knocking a mirror or anything off. Luckily the mirrors are tucked up pretty good, but still don't want it beating the crap out of it. All right, I'm fat, so I'm huffing and puffing. I got all the wheels and tires and wire and a hood and a floorboard out of the way. I am gonna leave these rocks right here because I'm not planning on moving the International, I don't believe. I may change my mind, who knows? But I guess it's about time to pull this old girl. I'll probably just pull her out in the yard there. I'm not trying to take her far because it will be coming back. All right, so I know some of y'all seen the 2nd gen Dodge lowering, like the flip kit and C-notch and all that. And well, y'all probably thought, oh, that ain't good for nothing now. It's too low, blah, blah, blah. Look, everything around here got to do a little bit of work anyways. We don't take no freeloader. She still pulls a trailer. And she about to yank some dadgum vehicles out here. Sorry, I found my sunglasses. I don't need these much right here now. Sun trying to bake me today. Fry me like a dadgum apple pie, I guess. I don't know. But we got her filled up. Got some air in the tires. All right, and just look at that beauty. I mean, she could be a beauty. She ain't really a beauty right now. One day she'll be a beauty. Uh-oh. Y'all don't hate me. Apparently there was some eggs in them little bitty trees that was back there. What's up, chickens? Look at old Big Roo there. What's up, Big Roo? Dude, you have grown like crazy in just like a little bit, I feel like. We had 2 roos, had to get rid of one. They're about to the laying stage, and we ain't got enough chickens to satisfy 2 roosters, so we had to find one a new home. No, it was not in the freezer. Well, we got those 2 out of the way. Now I guess we're gonna start cleaning up some of this as much as we can. I might end up having to start a daggum fire today because I already had stuff that I needed to get rid of, burned or whatever. But clean up this fence row, and I really don't want to move them rocks, okay? If we're just being honest, I do not want any part of moving them again. But I might just stack them single file along the wall over here. That way maybe I can get by with not moving them again after this. And still have some room. These wasps is gonna get me before the day's over. I just know it. I just know it. Anyways, let's start cleaning. All right, so I'll let you see what that was looking like back there. I didn't show you the little small gap beside the shop because any of y'all got Bradford pears and ever tried to burn them, you know them things are terrible. Plus we've had a lot of rain, so I ain't really been able to do a whole lot of that. But the side of my shop was clean at one point in time, and now check this out. I'm up to right here. And then I had this crap piled up right there just because I didn't want it on the concrete. Should have left it on the concrete. That way I could at least mow further. But then I got a lot of this junk right here. A little bit further back, there's a few wheels and tires back there. There's a pallet and a couple sheets of metal that was left over from building the shop. And then like some corner pieces and stuff for metal. Well, I'm not exactly sure why, but that last clip I just checked, and I was talking, she ain't got no sound on her. Boy, these daggum wasps everywhere. Anyways, as you can see, I got the big International out of here. I used the old bad boy mower over here to jerk a few car parts out of the corner back there so they stopped growing up. I'm debating on selling them. I might have to list a couple of them on Marketplace. I ain't used them yet. Here's what we got. This is full exhaust out of the, well, almost full exhaust out of the 94 Corvette. I don't really know why I kept it, maybe for the piping or something. But also, let me see. There's the drive shaft and the guard, the drive shaft. That's just a chunk that I was waiting to throw in a scrap pile. That was also waiting to go in a scrap pile. This was also, actually, wait a minute. I think I kept, yep. I kept this for this bracket right back there. That one and that one right there. Because there's the gas tank and the gas tank mount and everything. But this is the front end, front subframe or whatever of the 94 Corvette. Motor mounts, all that, sway bar. And here's the full rear section out of it. I was keeping them 2 pieces just because they had them brackets on there to, where's it at? It's on the other side. Why, heck, I don't even know. Oh, yeah, right there. It's upside down right now. That's the problem. It's a little hard one-handed. There we go. Yeah. That's why I kept them other pieces over there, was because I thought about, I ain't got no Chevys. But one day I might end up with a square body and wanted to throw some Corvette suspension up under it. I haven't acquired any Chevys yet. I debated on creating a Cardinal Sin and throw it up under an F100 truck. But I don't know about that either. But anyways, I ain't used it yet. And weeds and everything was just growing up all around it. I about forgot it was back there. But I pulled it out of the corner now. There's nothing really back here except for these rocks I went ahead and stacked alongside there. That way I could still get vehicles in and out. Now I got to continue cleaning down to the corner down there. This right here didn't take all that long. Hopefully that down there don't. I just got done taking me a break because old fat boy was burning up. I ain't trying to have no heat stroke. But now we finally got a little breeze blowing, so I'm gonna try to knock the rest of this out. All right, y'all. Here's what she's looking like. All the rest of that is on the other side of the fence, which is my daddy's. I ain't getting to that today. He might not want me to get to it anyways, but I cleared my side of the fence. But I got some blocks, a couple blocks right here, and there's a little bit of metal, or a couple pieces of metal siding down through there. And let's see, 2 blocks. That's in between the blocks and the metal siding. It looks like there's a few wheels and tires up there. A couple pallets on the other end, about 1,500 more wasps messing with me. So about to move in blocks. I might go ahead and take the mower and mow up to that metal just to get me a clear pathway and then start digging to that other crap. Well, y'all, your boy is completely wore out. Hey, have y'all out here in this heat do anything? Hydrate. And spill half of it on you because it feels good. There's all the junk off the fence line. Camera doesn't really do it justice. There's a lot there. Got our rocks over here, that way we ain't gotta move them suckers again. Did our big stuff with our Sawzall, then I went back with a weed eater. And then I just went ahead and ran through it with the lawnmower. Like I said, the rest of that stuff's on Daddy's side of the fence. It's kind of, he's got that chicken wire or whatever it is, so it's real hard to get from this side. And I went ahead and got this too. Now we can walk through here without too much care of, getting bit by a snake. Downfall is, got all these wheels and tires, got that piece of metal, got a bunch of other crap metal, or corner metal and stuff like that up under it. Like I said, them wheels and tires there. All this was right here. And then a couple pallets. Oh, and then huge boxes that my parts come in. The body panels and stuff is 55. All that stuff has to be burned. It will not be burned today because, well, it's supposed to rain or storm, at least for a little bit. And then the kids, or Tyler's got ball practice and first travel team. And we also got VBS tonight. So, it is time to move all this stuff, my tools, out of the way and start putting some vehicles back. Well, y'all, next day, it is hot. It did not rain yesterday like it was supposed to, but I didn't have enough time to burn that stuff anyway, so that's what we're doing. Also, I think I'm gonna use my engine hoist I ain't completely made up my mind to sell these parts or not, because I've seen a lot of them on Marketplace for probably a little bit more than I would ask, but not a whole lot more than I would ask. And they still on there. I've been on there a while, so we'll see. I ain't made up my mind to post them yet, so I cleared off, clearing the junk that was on my trailer here. And that's the one, if you watch the channel, that's the one that we bent the axle in and I ain't fixed yet. So I'm just gonna put these parts on it, because at least I can move it around to mow under it instead of them being shoved in a back corner back there, getting grown up all around and everything. So I guess that's the plan. I'll grab my engine hoist back there. Hopefully tomorrow the parts is coming in for Daddy's bush hog and we get that thing done before I go to work. Would be ideal tomorrow. But I'm trying to do a whole lot today before I go to work. I don't think I'm gonna get all this stuff burned up because there's a lot of it, but we're gonna do our best. You know, just a little update. Look, we're slowly getting rid of it. I got a smaller pile left back there, and I'm working on loading the trailer down. I got the front and the rear end on. I might have should have put them last, because look at this. I think we're a little overweight. Let's see. Oh, it didn't take much to weigh her down. It'll be all right. We'll put some weight on the back of it. Well, y'all, that's the last of all the burning stuff. That's just got to finish up. Probably won't before I go to work. And I've got part of the trailer done, and she's still a little lifted up in the front. 1, 2, more, 3 more body pieces. There's the exhaust, and then drive shaft. All right, got the rest of it up, except for a couple things going in the garbage or the scrap pile, and an old spare tire. This needs to be cleaned up, but not today. About to have to leave. I got it loaded down. Finally put some more stuff towards the back. Look at her, she's sitting right again. Let's put the trailer up. And there she is behind the chicken coop. What you doing, chicken? There's old big Roo over there. Look at him. Look at him. Well, y'all, got the trailer moved back, air compressor and lift put up, well, where I can use them tomorrow. Hopefully my dad's parts come in tomorrow for the tractor, or for the bush hog in time. Hopefully I can get that, knock that out before I go to work tomorrow night. If not, then we'll be working on the old second gen. That old beauty right there. I got a couple things she needs doing to her. But one last look. We got all this cleared up. You can actually walk through here. I debated on trying to fit a vehicle over here, but you know, I'd be tight. And me doing it by myself, I'd probably roll it over something through the fence or something. And then we got all this cleared, cleaned up back here. Took all the vehicles out. Look, even got my little hot rod fire pit there. Cleaned all this up, all down that fence line on my side of the fence. Got the old Fords back here. This is nice actually being able to walk through here now. Squeeze, fat boy, squeeze. Got my 272 F100s, my old 71 Torino. And even got them back a little bit further, that way their tails ain't sticking out. So, even better. Cleaned all of our mess up that we cleaned off the fence. Got it burned up. All my boxes, one big old LMC boxes was a little sketchy. Because I didn't cut them up, I just threw them on there. And well, we got it all cleaned up. All my junk that could be burned is burnt. I still got that over there. But I need to throw somewhere. Or throw away. Now we are planning on eventually closing in this front, making it more shop area. So I might be able to use some of them corner pieces or small stuff, whatever. You know, if it's not completely beat up and everything by the time I get to that. But that's the end of this video, y'all. I know nobody wants to see somebody clean up all their junk that they've acquired. But I have to do that about once a year. Because I'll move vehicles around. I'll have to put stuff where I wouldn't normally put stuff. Grass grows up around it, all that crap. It gets out of hand. So it's supposed to be raining for the next few days, but after that, hopefully I can get my butt up and spray all that. But that's the end of this one. I appreciate y'all. This is not going to be my main weekly video. I'll probably just throw it in throughout the week somewhere. Nobody really wants to watch all that. Or who knows, if I'm desperate, I might throw her in there as a weekly video. Then I'm just going to have to say sorry if it happens. Because you know life is busy. And I got to go get cleaned up for work. Y'all have a great day. Look, y'all. This is real life being a car guy. People know you can work on stuff, you end up working on stuff. That's not yours. And that's cool. It just sometimes it's great to get a break from your stuff, to be honest with you. But then sometimes you're so stressed on your stuff, trying to get stuff done, that it's like, I can't really put this back no more, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Anyways, whatever. Ramble. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, y'all. I think we're at like 618 subs as I'm filming this. Hit that red subscribe button. You know, come holler at your boys sometime. Like I said, next video, we'll be working on the 2nd gen Dodge Ram. And then we'll be getting back to the, I don't know, I got some parts coming in for everything. And then probably, I got a couple things just to finish up the Jeep for good, okay? I gotta get a drive shaft. I don't really want to pay for that drive shaft. But I might just have to go ahead and bite the bullet. Then you got old Beauty over here. This is my baby, okay? She's getting closer and closer to some priming, baby. Some black high build primer is where we're going. And then over top of that, some British Racing Green with a little gunmetal gray thrown in. Hopefully it turns out as good as it's looking in my head. We'll catch y'all later. See ya.